Welcome to Decoristique, where timeless elegance meets cozy living, and where small spaces are transformed with big character and soulful design. Today, we're diving into vintage classic decor ideas tailored perfectly for studio apartments that crave warmth, charm, and refined rustic glam. If you love weathered wood, antique accents, soft patinas, and spaces that feel collected rather than decorated, you're absolutely in the right place. This video is all about creating a home that feels storied, intentional, and beautifully lived in. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Decoristique, like this video, and leave a comment sharing your favorite vintage style or decorating challenge. Your support helps this cozy community grow. Vintage classic decor is rooted in timeless design, drawing inspiration from European homes, heirloom pieces, and elegant craftsmanship. It celebrates history, texture, and a sense of quiet luxury. In a studio apartment, this style shines when it's thoughtfully layered rather than overcrowded, allowing each piece to tell its own story. Balance is key, old-world charm with modern livability. Rustic Glam adds a refined twist, pairing aged materials with subtle shine, soft fabrics, and graceful silhouettes. It's elegance without stiffness, and comfort without compromise. Color sets the emotional tone of a small space, and vintage classic interiors thrive on warm, muted hues. Think creamy ivories, soft taupes, warm grays, and gentle earth tone. These shades reflect light beautifully, making a studio feel open while maintaining a cozy, intimate atmosphere. They also create the perfect backdrop for antique furniture and rustic textures. To elevate the look, introduce accents like aged gold, burnished brass, or deep charcoal for contrast and depth. When space is limited, every furniture choice matters. Opt for fewer pieces, but choose ones with character, turned legs, carved details, or a distressed finish. A vintage-inspired settee, a classic writing desk, or a rustic farmhouse table can serve multiple functions while anchoring the room in timeless style. Look for pieces that feel collected over time rather than purchased as a set. This creates authenticity and visual interest. A studio apartment benefits from gentle visual separation, even without walls. Rugs, furniture placement, and lighting help define living, sleeping, and dining areas. Use a vintage rug to anchor the seating area, or place a classic console table behind a sofa to subtly divide space. These soft transitions maintain openness while giving each zone its own identity and purpose. Rustic wood adds warmth and grounding energy to vintage interiors. Reclaimed wood, weathered finishes, and natural grain patterns bring organic beauty. In a studio, try wooden shelving, a distressed coffee table, or a vintage trunk used as storage and seating. These elements balance refined decor with a touch of countryside charm, creating that sought-after rustic glam feel. Lighting is essential in small spaces, especially when aiming for a cozy, vintage atmosphere. Soft, layered lighting creates depth and warmth. Choose table lamps with fabric shades, antique-style wall sconces, or a petite chandelier with classic detailing. Warm bulbs enhance textures and finishes, making your studio glow with inviting elegance. Textiles are where comfort meets style. Linen, velvet, wool, and lace bring softness and tactile richness to a studio apartment. Layer throw pillows, drape a vintage-inspired blanket, or add a softly patterned curtain to frame your windows. These layers add warmth without clutter and help soften architectural lines. Accessories are the soul of vintage classic decor. Look for pieces with history, antique books, framed art, ceramic vases, or old clocks. In a studio, curate carefully. A few meaningful objects make a stronger impact than many small ones. Each accent should feel intentional, contributing to a sense of nostalgia and refined charm. Mirrors are both functional and decorative, especially in small apartments. A vintage mirror can instantly elevate the room. Choose ornate frames, antique finishes, or softly aged glass to reflect light and create visual expansion. Placed thoughtfully, mirrors enhance elegance while making the studio feel brighter and larger. Storage doesn't have to be purely practical, it can be beautiful too. Vintage cabinets, baskets, and trunks offer charm and function. Incorporate open shelving to display curated decor while keeping everyday items organized. This approach keeps your studio tidy without sacrificing personality or style. Rustic Glam is all about restraint. A little shimmer goes a long way when paired with aged textures. Introduce metallic accents through candle holders, trays, or lamp bases in antique gold or brushed brass. These details catch the light beautifully, adding elegance without overpowering the rustic foundation. Plants breathe life into vintage interiors. They soften the look and bring natural freshness to a studio space. Choose potted greenery, trailing vines, or dried florals in ceramic or stone planters. This organic touch complements rustic materials and enhances the sense of calm. Art and personal mementos make a space truly yours. Vintage-style artwork, sepia photographs, or framed sketches work beautifully. Create a small gallery wall or lean frames on shelves for a relaxed, collected look. These elements add emotional depth and authenticity to your studio apartment. In a studio, less is often more. Allow your decor to breathe by leaving negative space and avoiding overcrowding. Choose pieces that serve both function and beauty, and add it regularly to maintain harmony. This balance ensures your vintage classic style feels serene rather than heavy. Thank you for spending time with Decoristique and exploring how vintage classic decor can transform a studio apartment into a refined rustic retreat. We hope these ideas inspire you to create a space filled with warmth, history, and timeless beauty, no matter the size of your home. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and comment below with your favorite decor tip or style inspiration. We can't wait to see you again.